Hello students, good morning. I hope you are very well. In my last class, the poem The Poetry of Earth was finished. First stanza, second stanza, explanation both are finished, you know very well. Hopefully you have understood. Any problem you can ask me. Today it is the phase of question answer. Now the question answer phase of the poem The Poetry of Earth is going to be started by me. Okay. First of all, today I am informing you about the broad questions that are very important from this poem piece. Okay, there are only 5 broad or long type questions prescribed by HS Council. First, I am telling you those 5 important council prescribed broad questions from the poem The Poetry of Earth. Okay, the questions orally I am explaining you. After that, on your mobile phone screen you will get the written page also. Now the first question you follow. The first most important question is give the number 1, give the central idea of the poem The Poetry of Earth. Give the central idea of the poem The Poetry of Earth. Okay, same question or question. Quotation question. The poetry of earth is never dead. The very first line of the poem, the poetry of earth is never dead. Or the first line of the second stanza, the poetry of earth is ceasing never. Quoted line. Question you will get in this way. What do you mean by the poetry of earth? Why is it never dead? Or why is it ceasing never? Why does John Keats claim that the poetry of earth is never dead? Or why does John Keats claim that the poetry of earth is ceasing never? Question mark. Clear? Most important question from the poem The Poetry of Earth. Okay? Number 2, second important question. When all the birds are faint. When all the birds are faint. Second line of the first stanza. Quoted question. Question you will follow in this way. Why are all the birds faint? What do the birds do? Who takes up the role of the birds and how? 1 plus 2 plus 3. I am repeating. When all the birds are faint. Double quotation dash. Quoted question. Question participation in this way. Why are all the birds faint? What do the birds do? Who takes up the role of the birds and how? 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay. Third question. There are so many alternative questions or questions. Third question. A voice will run. Double quotation dash. Where does the line occur? Where is the line taken from? What voice is referred to here? When will the voice run and how? Or question. He has never done with his delights. Same question. He has never done with his delights. Double quotation dash. Who is he? What does he do? What does the expression mean? Means how does the speaker enjoy his delights? Okay. Same question or question. He takes the lead. VVI, very important. He takes the lead. Who takes the lead? And when? And how? Who takes the lead and when and how? Same question. That is the grasshoppers. What is the grasshoppers? What does the poet mean to say here? What does the grasshopper do and how? All are same questions. The quoted lines I am repeating. A voice will run, or he has never done with his delights, or he takes the lead, or that is the grasshoppers. Okay. Now, fourth question. Fourth important question is, and seems to one. Where is the line taken from? And seems to one. Where is the line taken from? Who is one? What does one seem and why? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3. 111 plus 3. And seems to one, double quotation dash. Where is the line taken from? Question mark. Who is one? One single inverted comma. What does one seem and why? Okay. Fifth question, last important question is title significance of the poem. Full questions will come in this way. Explain the significance of title of the poem The Poetry of Art by John Keats. Okay. Justify the title of the poem The Poetry of Art by John Keats. Clear? So these are 5 important questions prescribed by HS Council for your HS exam from the poem The Poetry of Art. 5 answers or 5 questions will be explained by me for your better understanding, for your better helping to write the answers. So first one today I am explaining. The first question, give the central idea of the poem The Poetry of Art, or The Poetry of Art is never dead, or The Poetry of Art is ceasing never. Double quotation dash. What do you mean by the poetry of art? Question mark. Why does the poet claim that the poetry of art is never dead, or the poetry of art is ceasing never? Okay. First, you will say the poetry of art. Poetry of art, single inverted comma, means music in nature or the song of earth. 1 mark, single sentence answer complete. Okay. The poetry of art means music in nature or the song of earth. Clear? Now the second para, main explanation. Why does the poet claim that the poetry of art is never dead, or the poetry of art is ceasing never? Okay. Answer starts. John Keats very intelligently, quite intelligently finds out or points out that nature is ever musical. Nature's music does not stop at any point of the year. It is a continuous musical flow. Nature's music is an unending song. It does not stop at any point of the year. It is a continuous celebration, as it can be heard throughout the year, through all the seasons. Season changes and musician changes, but the music does not stop. Throughout the year, the song of earth can be heard very beautifully. There are so many birds on nature's breast to fill nature with sweet music. Birds are the most vital, most careful musicians of nature mother. Okay. When nature enjoys the season of summer, and when the sun emits or gives out scorching heat, all the calling birds get tired or exhausted. They hide in cooling trees, in their nests. They do not care for singing. A great musical void is created in nature. At the very moment, the small chirping insect grasshopper appears on nature's breast, hiding itself into the bushes and newly cut meadows, meadows. The grasshopper sings very joyfully to carry on nature's music. Getting tired, enjoying a little rest under some weed, it resumes its duty. It starts to sing again. Thus the grasshopper becomes the sole summer bard. B-A-R-D. B-A-R-D. Bard means poet, singer, musician. Sole summer poet. Similarly, when the biting cold of winter season appears on nature's breast, when frost creates silence all around, a great musical void is created in nature. The tiny chirping insect cricket appears on nature's breast with its thrilling voice. The little insect cricket sings very joyfully to keep on nature's musical flow, hiding itself into the bushes and grassy hills, getting the warmth of the log fire, getting the warmth, enjoying the warmth of the stove or fireplace. It sings very energetically and joyfully. And it sings so joyfully, so beautifully that a drowsy man in subconscious mind enjoys, drinks the sweet voice of the cricket as the sweet voice of the grasshopper. Thus, the poet proves that nature's music really does not stop at any point of the year. It is a continuous celebration. It is an unending musical flow. So the poet justly claims that the poetry of earth is never dead, or the poetry of earth is ceasing never. It is really an immortal musical flow. Answer complete. So first answer, most important question answer, I have explained to you. The next question, I will explain. Okay, hopefully you have understood. You will write by yourself on your exercise book. You can ask me any problem also. Next day, second question I will explain for you. Okay, today up to here. Thank you to all.